Hi, so today I'm talking about how to get a Taurus man. Now, the Taurus astrological sun sign falls between April 20th and May 20th, so if the guy you're trying to get has a birthday between April 20th or May 20th, this is the sign that you're looking at. So the Taurus is the bull, and it's a fixed sign, which means that they're trustworthy, stable. It's an earth sign, which also says the same kind of thing, grounded into security, financial stability. This is the kind of sign that's looking for a wife. This man usually cares about what he's wearing, whether it's, the latest trend or he's dressed in all black. He likes to shop. He has an interest in his appearance. So even if he's like in grungy clothes, he usually has a reason for wearing them. If he wears band tees, it's usually bands he's really into. So everything he wears, he's conscious about his appearance. So that's one thing that sets the Taurus man apart from other astrological sun signs. This man usually is the type with a full head of hair. He's not normally one of the guys that shaves it all off or is bald. He might have a stocky or strong build, and he can be short, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, but he'll normally have like a stocky look to him in some way, shape, or form, even if he's like 6'2". Now, this man is into routine, and he's typically looking for a woman that can become his wife and that he can start a family with. He's attracted to conventional lifestyles, and this is a man that gets kind of stuck in routine, and he's not the biggest fan of changes. So he can come across as maybe a little boring to a woman he might be pursuing, but basically, you can trust this kind of guy, and he just likes the simple things in life, and he's usually looking to start a family or start what his idea of a family is. Maybe it's not children, but at least look for someone that's going to be like a long-term partner. So this guy loves beautiful things in life. He loves art. He loves culture. He can be quite creative. Maybe he's a writer or a singer. Tauruses in general are usually very musical, whether it's they sing, they play an instrument, they just love music as it is. They can be a realist sign because it's an earth sign, so it's an interesting dynamic. They can be very creative and have abstract ideas, but at the same time, this person is set in reality. They think about things in a realistic way, so it's someone that you can depend on when it comes to paying bills, keeping a job, being stable in life. Like I told you, the Taurus is the sign of the bull, which means that this man is stubborn. Like I said, he's pretty set in his ways, so if you're looking to change the man you're dating, this is not the guy that you should go for. You should pretty much forget about it, because this guy is not going to change unless he feels like he really has to in order to move ahead in life. If you like him the way he is when you first meet him, that's great, because that's the way he's probably going to stay. There's rare occasions where if he feels like he's going to lose somebody, he might actually make a change for them. Not a big one, but he might make something of a change. And if he does that for you, then he's finds you very important in his life. Even though he's stubborn, if you manage to bag this man, he'll likely be a good provider, and it's important for him to have a sufficient income. He likes to spoil the people he loves, and this guy is also an excellent gift giver, so you'll be impressed with the gifts he gives you for the most part. Most Tauruses are very into, like I said, shopping, and he likes to spoil the ones he loves, so he's gonna probably give you a good gift, which is nice. This guy is looking for the type of woman who's beautiful and smart, as well as elegant and graceful. So he's looking for a lot of things in one package. Looks are more important to this sign than they are to a lot of the other astrological signs, but if you have the looks and not a strong personality to back it, then he's just gonna walk right past you. This guy wants the beautiful girl who's also extremely intelligent. So he's looking for a lot in one package. But like I said, he's looking for a wife. He's not looking for a girl just to date or hang out with or whatever else with. So this man definitely wants substance, and he wants to be able to trust that you can give him a good opinion in anything in life. Now, if you want to get a Taurus man interested in you, Don't worry about playing too hard to get. I mean, a lot of the other signs you might want to try, you know, to be mysterious, play hard to get. But this sign, don't worry about it. He likes to be admired. He likes to be complimented. He appreciates it when you ask him for advice because he feels that his opinion is very valuable. He's interested in someone that's classy and doesn't waste his time. So if you're just starting to date this guy, even if you're not a punctual person, be punctual when you're first dating him because he hates to have his time wasted. He's the type of guy, you make a date for 8, he'll be there at 7:30, which is pretty annoying in my opinion, but hey, at least he's not going to stand you up. If he asks you on a date to a nice restaurant with fancy food, drinks, because these guys are big foodies, big into like culture, so they might be like loving tasting different wines. They want to go out to all the classy restaurants, all the nice new food, creative new foods. They love all of that kind of stuff. They love to imbibe and to eat. But if he asks you out on a nice date to like a nice restaurant, then that's a good sign because you should accept that date. It means he likes you or he's trying to impress you, which is a good sign. He loves to indulge. Now, as I said previously, he loves a woman with substance, so if you're on a date, don't be afraid to share your honest opinion. Don't, you know, play the ditzy girl or any of that stuff. He likes a woman who's very smart, like I said, so share your opinions. Don't be afraid to tell him what you really mean. Just don't be too harsh, because he doesn't like that. But if you're honest, he'll appreciate it. With that said, if this man is pursuing you, he doesn't want to be one of the many. So if you're, you know, in the dating game, you're kind of seeing Tim, Bob, and Joe, and then Ned the Taurus Man comes along. He doesn't want to compete with Tim, Bob, and Joe. He wants to be the only one in your life. Whether it's a serious relationship or not, he doesn't want to compete, and if he feels that he has to compete, he's probably going to back into the shadows, and you might lose him. So if you're really interested in him, get rid of Tim, Bob, and Joe. And don't make them part of the game, because Ned doesn't want that, if that made any sense to you. I hope it did. So if he likes you, he doesn't want to be flirting, you know, with other men flirting with you at the same time. He'll be turned off. It's a turn off to him. He wants to spend his time with you if he likes you. He wants to, like, hang out every day. He's one of those types. Once he likes you, he's around. And if you're too independent, he probably won't stay interested. That's not to say you can't be independent. It's just to say don't be independent to the point where you don't answer your phone for 5 days in a row, or you don't want to make plans with him for 3 weeks, or you're out with this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and then you call him on Saturday 3 weeks after you met him. So just keep in mind that he wants attention. He's the type, like I told you, that appreciates it. So give it to him if you really are interested in this kind of guy. If you want to know if he's interested in you, it's not too hard to see. He will pursue you until you give in. And remember, this man's stubborn. He wants to get his way, so if he likes you, he's going to work at it. Not forever, but he will definitely give it a good shot. You know, he's the type that'll take you on nice dates. He'll pay for the bill. He doesn't want you to go for the bill. So if he asks you on a date, don't even offer to pay. He's not interested in that. This is a guy that's probably going to bring you flowers, or he might give you gifts when you're first dating. Which, if you continue to stay together, the gift giving and the flowers will probably continue as well. He's the type that remembers anniversaries, birthdays, celebrates the holidays with you, so he'll probably give you a lot of flowers or little gifts along your romantic path. So if you're seeing a Taurus man and you really like him, be careful to keep your wild side locked away for your private time. I mean, he gets embarrassed really easily. And it's not to say don't be yourself, but don't be yourself after 10 shots of tequila self. Be yourself before the 10 shots of tequila, because he doesn't want to be with someone who's extremely wild. That's just not in his taste. And he really does, you know, he worries about appearances, and he just doesn't want to be embarrassed by someone he's just started dating. So just keep that in mind. Don't go out with this guy and, you know, lose all your inhibitions. Be yourself. Lastly, if you're with a Taurus man and you want to stay with him, don't betray him. Don't betray him. It's such a bad idea. Don't cheat on him. Don't lie to him about anything important, even once. He'll never forgive you if he feels like he's been that betrayed or that hurt. He might try to hang on to the relationship, because once he's in one, he obviously really cares about this woman because he considers her, you know, wife material. So he'll hang on to the hope that it might exist, but hurt him once, you know, he might just let you go then. And maybe you'll be lucky enough to get the guy that'll forgive you for that one time. and then give you a second chance. You messed it up again, he's gone. He will never come back. Once this guy leaves you and breaks up with you, it's pretty much over. It's not one of those guys that stays in a relationship and then breaks up and then you think about it and then you realize you want to get back together. He's not that guy. When he's done, he's done. And when he leaves, he's not coming back. So just be careful. Don't hurt him. Don't lie to him or any of that or cheat on him, because he will have a very difficult time forgiving you once he's made his decision to leave you. Okay, but to end on a happier note, this really is a great guy. If you're looking to be in a relationship, a Taurus is a great man to be in a relationship with. Okay, so in terms of compatibility, if you're an earth sign, he'll get along well with you. So Taurus, 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 Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, good matches because you're all earth signs. Even Taurus, Taurus is good. Could get boring because you're both the same sign, but it could work. If you are an Aquarius or a Leo, watch out, because these signs tend to have power struggles because of their placement on the... And just be careful. Doesn't mean it can't work. It just means that there'll be a power struggle and that you have to work through that. So it's harmonious as a Taurus with earth signs. Other signs that might work are Libra and Sagittarius. It would take some compromise, but it wouldn't be quite the issue that Aquarius and Leo would pose. So it could actually work once they got over, their differences and came to a compromise. If it's, an Aries or a Gemini, those are signs on either side of the Taurus. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. They could work, but there could be a lot of friction. There's a lot of differences in these three signs. So just, again, you never say never. It could work, but that's the best compatibility. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the Taurus Man. I hope if you're trying to get a Taurus Man or if you're with a Taurus Man, this was helpful for you. And thanks for watching, and have a great day or night.